You can't fuck with him. That was nice. That was nice what I just saw right there. Chris Eubank Jr. just beat the living shit out of I think his name is Avni Yildirim. That was nice. You know, the one thing I like about Chris Eubank Jr. is he's willing to let his hands go, unlike his countryman Hughie Fury. I like that about Chris Eubank Jr. He's an inside fighter. He likes it when a guy's in his face, and when a guy gets all up in his grill, he doesn't fucking fetal or like hug the guy like somebody like Hughie the Runner Fury. He actually engages him, and he lets his hands go. The perfect example is this fight. This guy, this Yildirim, whatever, this guy he was fighting was pushing him against the ropes, and he was going after him, letting his hands go. And Chris Eubank Jr. didn't hug him. Chris Eubank Jr. let his hands go and threw like a 10 punch combination, 20 punch combination, and he fucking KO'd the shit out of this dude. That's what an inside fighter does. An inside fighter doesn't hug his opponents. An inside fighter fights back. I like that about Chris Eubank Jr. I like that about him. He's willing to let his hands go. He's not no punk, and he doesn't, like, when it comes to a guy fighting him on the inside, he's not a punk like that. Now, although I do criticize him when it comes to his resume, I like the fact that he's a fighter. Chris Eubank Jr. is mean. He's a fighter. All you UK boxing fans, this guy's a fighter. This dude right here, he's mean, and he's a fighter. You want to see a fighter, Chris Eubank Jr. has that fighter instinct inside of him. When you push him back, he doesn't let you push him back. He'll fight you back. His biggest problem is outboxers. A guy who fights him on the outside is his biggest problem. That's why he lost against Billy Joe Saunders, because Billy Joe Saunders kept it long. Billy Joe Saunders kept it slick. Billy Joe Saunders moved. But when you engage Chris Eubank Jr. in a slugfest, when you fight him toe-to-toe, this guy will fight you toe-to-toe. He's willing to engage. And that's why he's so entertaining up close. Whenever he fights somebody up close, you notice how it's always fun to watch, because he's entertaining, because he's willing to engage. I like that about Chris Eubank Jr. I like that. I just wish he fights better opposition, but I do like that about Chris Eubank Jr. I like the fact that because you guys know me, I like fighters. I like guys that are aggressive, and I like that about Chris Eubank Jr. He has that dog in him. Chris Eubank Jr. has a dog in him. Now I see why a lot of the people in the Floyd Mayweather Jr. gym, a lot of the people in the Mayweather gym were giving Chris Eubank Jr. compliments. They give him compliments, and it's because of this. It's because he has a dog in him. He doesn't just let you bully him. He has a dog in him. Again, Hughie Fury should take notes. He should take notes. This is what you do when a guy gets on the inside against you, Hughie Fury. You don't hug him like a bitch. You actually fight him off and let your hands go. That's what fight fans want to see. Say what you want about Chris Eubank Jr. I'm one of those critics. I do criticize his resume, but he has a dog in him. I like that about this guy. He has a dog in him. I like that about fighters. I like it whenever I see a fighter fight a guy off. Show that dog in him. So, do I think he could win the World Series? Yes, I do actually think he could win the World Series. If George Groves stands in front of Chris Eubank Jr. and trades off with him, I think Chris Eubank Jr. will beat the shit out of George Groves. Again, I just like that. I'm always impressed with guys who fight on the inside. I like inside fighters. Chris Eubank Jr. is definitely a problem. He just needs to fight better guys. That's my only criticism of him. Fight better guys. But if he keeps fighting that way, where he's actually willing to engage and he's entertaining, then all I can do is respect that. I could always respect the guy who's entertaining. Again, my biggest criticism of him, and he has to fight better guys. But if he's able to fight better guys with this type of mindset, with this type of attitude, with this type of aggressiveness, with this type of you're not gonna bully me, I'm gonna bully you back. That's a positive thing. I like that. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Chris Eubank Jr. And that's it, man. I'm wishing nothing but the best. McGregor, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.